What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, something has happened recently, and I didn't really know if it was true, but the story came out the other day about Tia Mowry. Now, this story is interesting because Tia Mowry has been on social media, on Instagram, campaigning about this so-called idea of self-love. She is getting dressed up for her. She doesn't need anybody else. I mean, I believe you guys have heard this, so this is not anything that is new. And then she's also been so critical of not wanting to go outside in the dating market. She'd rather stay home. These guys are not worth her time. We've also seen that, okay? But then there is something else that has happened, all right? I want to discuss it because it's very interesting. She was recently seen out hugging some guy, all right? Some guy, we don't know who he is. We don't know what he is. But then there's a man that, I don't know, she has this kind of grimace looking face there. It seems like he's really glad to see her. It seems like she's not so happy to see him. And it's an older white guy. He's getting in a Range Rover, all of that, okay? What does this mean? It means like she's going over to white zaddy, okay? This is what a lot of the swirls are going to come out and say. Hey, Tia, you know, go ahead on and get you a white man. Stop worrying about these dudes. And I want to push back on that because I know that's going to be the positioning statement of a lot of ladies listening to this video, which for me is fine. I mean, you say whatever the hell you want. But I'd like to talk about something that's very interesting, if I may. First of all men who have something to lose are not going to let a woman come around when they have nothing to gain, okay? So let's just say, for example, if it is a guy that she is dating, 130% for sure, she has more than him. 130% more, she has more than him. I want to let you ladies know something. People in general, I want to be very frank with you. Nobody has worked their entire life, even you as a woman or you as a man, to build themselves up, to put up with somebody who has nothing to offer but problems. Now, I know that you look at yourself and you feel like you don't have problems, okay? I know that you still feel like that's the case, and that's fine. I think that's great. I feel like it's very, very great that you feel like you don't have anything to lose. Unfortunately, most people feel like you may have something to lose, okay? That's being a man or a woman. I want you to look at that and get that through your head. That's a man or a woman, okay? Every now and then you may get lucky, but if you ever see successful people in interracial relationships with white folks, what you're typically gonna see, right? Typically gonna see is somebody, right? We're gonna be honest. Somebody is earning less. And if it's a woman in her 40s, 50s dealing with a white guy, we're gonna be honest here. I live in Africa. White men are the most sought after men on planet Earth. A white guy who's a regular dude. That's why white dudes don't have to worry about dressing so snazzy. They don't have to have big cars. They have to show up. Why? Because through history, in the last 1,000 years, they've won, okay? They rule the world. So they don't need to do these other things that maybe a black guy feels he needs to do. So he doesn't even have to have everything, but sometimes just be white, right? Now, if that is the case, and if Tia Mowry is with this guy, if that is the case, well then why? She would have to have less than him. Okay, how do we know that? Because Corey Hardrick had less than her 15 years ago. Who wants to put up with her every day? I know some of you ladies might like her Instagram and you might think that she's very cool to listen to, but hey, no guy that has his options out there is gonna put up with a headache like Tia Mowry. If he doesn't need to, he won't. A guy who will put up with Tia Mowry is a guy who has to, okay? A man who won't, don't, okay? So get that through your mind. Get that through your mind. And that's all that's gonna happen. It is what it is. And that goes for a lot of the ladies out there who have an attitude. Like, one thing I've understood, if your attitude is towards, let's say men, right? If your attitude towards men is such that the situation must serve you. Okay. They must court you. And we have some people who are self-aggrandizing in their behaviors. You feel that a man gains something by just having you around. That's how the world works today. I don't know why someone feels like that. I mean, imagine if you're a business, you're Apple, and somebody should buy the iPhone because of what? Because it's the iPhone? Or do they have to customize the iPhone to what the customers want? Does the iPhone have to improve? Does it have to solve certain problems in your life? They spend millions and billions of dollars on research, hiring the best minds, doing all of these things to make Apple successful. That's what they do. So in the same vein, a guy in the dating market wants the best situation for himself. And if any man is dealing with Tia Mowry, it's letting me know, first of all, that guy doesn't have as many opportunities as he should. And most likely she's paying for things, or that guy is just on a friendly basis. And again, when we see the white guys come up and the black guys come up and whoever else, girl, she got her white zaddy, and when I hear that, I just don't get it. Like, you think that the white men don't have any opportunities with anybody? Like, they're just sitting around. I don't know why certain ladies feel like men are just sitting around begging for you to change your mind so they can serve you in a relationship. And they will be happy with getting whatever little you feel like giving them. It's almost as insane or asinine as to believe that a man is going to get a beautiful woman who wants to walk around barefooted in the house, never going outside, and just being a sex slave and having kids all day and doing whatever he said because he's a man. Now, women will push back on that real quick. But if you were to say that, women are the prize and a man is desiring to take care of them, they would be okay with that. And the reality is that's not the case, right? It's just not the case. And women are going to continue to find that out, unfortunately, that it is a competitive market now, that it does cost money to be in relationships. Guys don't have as much time as they used to. There's a lot of opportunities. And if you're doing well as a man, you don't even have to date somebody in your city or even in the country. There are women everywhere for a 50 percentile and upward guy. Opportunities are very many. And you're not going to be able to come to a guy with that attitude to believe that you're just so special and you don't need to do anything for someone. And that is exactly how Tia Mowry feels. Tia Mowry feels the world belongs to her. It revolves around her. And if she's with a guy, he just wouldn't have any opportunities. There's no guy that's going to sit there and just deal with her because of that. Like, a guy only who has nothing will do that. Only. And if that's going to be you, great. But normally, that's the case. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.